So, following that touchdown, Moody is back out to kick it off. From a yard deep, he's going to bring it out. He'll get this up past the 20. That's where they'll set up shop.
At their own 21-yard line.
This drive starts at the 21. It's 1st and 10. That's an RPO quickly into the hands of Waddle. And he's out of bounds, but all the way down at the 30-yard line. A big play to kick off this drive. It's a gain of 49.
How about that for your first catch of the game? I mean, to be able to attack the defense with your very first grab really sets things up nicely for the rest of the game. So defensively, they need to tighten up a little bit on the back end. I promise you that's not going to be the last time they call his number.
On the ground, this is Jalen Wright. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. They get 15 on that game. First down, Miami.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense.
On the carry, it's Achane. Not much there, maybe a yard.
So this team finds themselves now in a little bit of a tricky situation here, Mike. If they don't find a way to start sustaining some of these drives and come away with points, all of a sudden you're trailing by double digits in the second half. You become very one-dimensional, you become very pass-heavy, and that's certainly not how any team in the NFL wants to play.
It is 2nd and 9.
Here we go, here we go. Check the Eagles, go.
A quick throw on the RPO is complete. And he should be close to the first down. Markham's just a yard short of the line to gain, so that'll bring up 3rd and short yardage.
Okay, break. Let's go. Hawk 7. Ready.
We'll try and run it here. It's Achane. And he's not going to get the first down. They met him, brought him down in the backfield on 3rd and short.
So it's a pretty manageable 3rd down, so they really have the option to run or pass. So they decide to keep the ball on the ground, which I don't mind as long as you've made the decision already that you're willing to use 4th down to pick up the rest of the yards. If not, I think that's a big mistake.
So on 4th down, the Dolphins turn to Jason Sanders for the field goal try. Good snap, good hold, good kick. And the Dolphins are on the board now here in the 2nd quarter.
Anytime you find yourself kicking in these elements, Mike, you just can't take anything for granted, especially when it comes to your plant foot, your balance, your control, your footing. It's so important, and give credit, he does a great job here able to put that one through.
The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. On play action, he'll set up to throw. That one swung out to Blue. And he's not going to get too far. Tackled after a gain of just a yard.
It's second and 8 at the 37-yard line.
2 minutes to go here till halftime. We'll come back to Miami after this. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. They'll try to hit him with a screen. He's still on his feet. And he'll be out of bounds, but not before he gets inside the 35-yard line. A huge play there on the screen pass. 31 yards.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Now they'll set up to throw. Throwing off his back foot, and it's taken in. He's going nowhere. Losing yardage on that play.
Certainly not how they drew it up for his first catch of the game, but he's on the board, and I think the hope is continue to go his way, and next time, let's try to pick up some yards.
Back to the air one more time. Rush comes. They're setting up the screen. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5. Now the Dolphins going to use the first of their timeouts. Talk things over before 3rd down. Back to throw. He's got a receiver, and that's Lamb. A pickup there of 13. 1st down, Cowboys.
3rd downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on 3rd downs, that is a recipe for success. The integrity of the defense, Mike, is based on every defender holding their gap. That's exactly what we saw out of this defensive tackle. Not only did he hold his gap, he's able to shed his block and make the play.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. They run straight ahead with Blue. Once again, this defense up to the task. They stop it for no gain yet again. And now it's 3rd down.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment, and keeps this to a modest gain at best.
Third down and 9. Complete contact, but no flags. It's going to be 4th down. So Jake Moody now out for the field goal. This just a little more of a snap, a poor one, and it's blocked.
Mike, it's usually not a good thing when we start talking about the long snapper, but it was his error that leads to this blocked kick. So if this operation doesn't get cleaner, this is something we're going to have to keep an eye on the rest of the game.
Ready? Let's go now. 70 Lions. Cowboy 80.
That one is complete. The Dolphins going to use their final timeout here, as they'll stop it just a little bit over 30 seconds to go in this first half.
24-yard line.
2nd down, 8 yards to go.
Go. Panther 60. Panther.
Throwing is Smith. He'll let this one go long. for Williams. That is hard. And he's going to take this one all the way. 76 yards. Touchdown, Miami. A beautiful combination in the air there. The pass downfield and bringing it the rest of the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And it's really just a great route, Mike, and then a beautiful throw. The accuracy of the throw is what allowed the receiver not only to secure the catch, but then be able to turn it up and finish the play and find himself in the end zone.
Here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. Good job in coverage. They're going to get him down short of the 20-yard line.
At their own 18-yard line.
Okay, break.
They do try to run it out as they start on the ground. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And that's it. And now the Cowboys going to take a timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in the opening half. Here's a 2nd and 9. They'll keep it on the ground here again. He's to midfield. And he is going to run it all the way down near the red zone. And now his timeout. They're going to take it with 8 seconds remaining until the break. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away. And that'll set up 2nd down.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
He has to drive this through the rain, but he does. The kick is good. So, 1 half in the books. 2nd half coming up. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Both teams ready to get back at it as we get back underway here on EA Sports. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. That's going to be intercepted. And the Dolphins are going to take possession. They've got it at their own 42.
I think he chalked this one up, Mike, to just a rookie mistake. And anytime you have a young signal caller behind center, you're going to have to deal with some of these ups and downs. Every once in a while, they're just not going to see the coverage. They're going to get baited into making a bad throw. That's kind of par for the course. The key is how fast can these rookie quarterbacks turn the page, move on, and not make the same mistake again.
Ready? 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
He'll get this out to the left flat. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 46-yard line.
From the 46-yard line, a 2nd down and 6.
Come on, set. Viking, 18. Dragon, 60. 18, Pioneer. Ready?
Working out of the gun, Smith. That one down the field, but it is incomplete.
It's been a bit of a pedestrian game for this quarterback and ultimately this passing game here today, Mike. And I know they all would have loved to connect on that deep throw. I think that stat sheet would have looked a whole lot different, but just a little off in their execution and leads to an incompletion.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates.
Smith from the gun on third down. Left side, it's complete. A gain of 16 yards. Good for a Dolphins first down.
Just a really good play design that time, Mike, from the offensive coordinator. They match up one of the most explosive playmakers in the NFL with a hook curl defender, and he's just not able to match up with one of the best route runners in the league.
And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
When you look throughout this game, Mike, I don't think there's even a debate. This defensive line has clearly won the battle at the line of scrimmage over this offensive line. And for an offense that wants the run game to be such a critical element to its plan, they've got to do a better job because there's nowhere to run. There's no holes for the back to find. And all these zero or negative runs are putting them in some really bad spots.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
Once again, it's A-Chain. And a nice run there as he surges forward. A gain of 8 and sets up third down.
I think every running back's dream is that he's going to run through a wide open hole and have breakaway touchdowns, but that's not necessarily the case very often in the NFL. So the backs that are the best are the ones that can get more yardage than maybe what's blocked for. And I think this is a nice physical game here that they can continue to build off of as the game unfolds.
Throw to the right flat. It is caught. And the defense can't come up with the stop there. Gain of 7 and a first down.
When you decide to throw the ball on 3rd and 1, typically, Mike, what you're doing is you start from the top down. If you have the big shot downfield, take it. If not, the quarterback works through his progression, finds the medium target, picks up first down.
On the handoff, this is A-Chain. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain.
Coming off that edge, Mike, you have to quickly determine, is this a pass or is it a run? And once he realized it was a run, he's able to shed his blocker, make the play, no gain.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10.
Go! Ready?
Off the play fake. Smith. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him. Donovan Izaraku getting home to drop him. He's up to a dozen sacks now on the year.
The defensive coaches, they preached all week, Mike. They have to have relentless pursuit of this quarterback when he tries to extend the play. So often it results in a great play for the offense and a big pickup. This time, because of that pursuit, it leads to a big loss.
On the jump.
So backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long.
Panthers streak. Panthers crack all 80.
Now the Dolphins going to use the first of their timeouts to talk things over before 3rd down.
Ranger, 70 Ranger. Here we go, set. 19, Pioneer. Warrior, 70. Rattler, 18 Rattler. Street. Buffalo, 18. 19 tight, 19 tight.
From the shotgun, it's Smith. Now he'll air one out. And that is incomplete.
I think he predetermined that third down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
A 50-yard attempt.
And that is no good. He missed it. And they are not able to draw closer.
And this is the danger of trying these long field goals. Remember, Mike, if you miss, the other team gets the ball at the spot of the kick. So it's going to end up setting them up for great field position as they start this next drive.
They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. The drive starts with a carry by Blue. And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground.
And he has been a handful to deal with throughout this entire contest, Mike. And they came into the game saying, we want to impose our will on the defense, and that's exactly what they've been able to do.
Just shy of midfield, here's 2nd and 1. On the handoff, Blue. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage at best. Might have even lost a yard there.
It's a loss of
The offense thinks that they can just kind of plow this one up there in the middle and keep the chains moving, but not on this defense. Not only do they not pick up the first down, but after suffering that loss, now they've got some decisions to make on 3rd down.
Third down, 3 to go. Again, here comes Blue. That's not going to work either. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more. It's going to bring up 4th down. On 4th down, here comes Jack Fox to kick it away. Deep to return is Malik Washington. Nearly a good one. And hit at the 6, but continues in the end zone. It's a touchback. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10.
Get it! Blocking 18!
Back is Smith. Quick hitting slant there. And a mark him down up beyond the 30. They'll get 11 there. And that's a quick 1st down.
This is a really nice job of just finding a hole in coverage, Mike. And I used to say, hey, when you're open, stay open. That's the art of route running versus zone coverage. And it's a friendly target for the quarterback in space, and they're able to convert.
And they'll bring this to about the 34-yard line. Demarion Overshown there on the tackle.
And they've really done a nice job defensively holding them in check. I mean, ideally, you'd want your back to average around 4 yards a pop, but they're falling short of that threshold as of now, and partially it's why they find themselves trailing at this stage in the game.
A 2nd down throw for Smith. He's going to be taken down here. The defense comes up with a sack on the final play of this 3rd quarter. So we are through 3. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They need one right now. Third and long.
Seven Pirates! Seven Pirates! Go!
From the shotgun, Smith. He'll let this one go long for Williams. That is knocked away downfield, incomplete. He made sure not to let the receiver get behind him. Third down stop sets up fourth down.
It's just so hard to be a good offense in the NFL, Mike, when you are not good on third down. Your inability to extend drives, it either puts a lot of pressure on your coaches to be aggressive on fourth down or simply punt or take a field goal. You have to maintain possession and give you more cracks to score touchdowns.
And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over.
49-yard line.
Unbalanced look here to the right side on 1st and 10. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. On the move left. That's complete to Blue. And they'll get about half what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
There's a lot of quarterbacks around the league that really struggle with this, Mike, but not this guy. A righty quarterback moving to his left. Your mechanics, your footwork, and your arm talent all have to align, and tell you what, he does it about as well as anybody around the league.
On 2nd down, Blue. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard.
You know, at this point, the defense has to sell out and stop the run. You know exactly what the offense is trying to get accomplished by keeping the ball on the ground. But now the question remains, are they willing to take some risk here and put the ball in the air on 3rd down? Or do they play it safe and keep running the clock by keeping the ball on the ground?
This crowd into it now as we get to 3rd down.
Cougar 19! Let's go!
Out of the gun, he'll throw. He's going to have the 1st down and then some. And he's into the end zone. That might be the knockout punch. C.D. Lamb. Touchdown, Dallas. That touchdown, lucky number 13 on the season. Everything you want to do right there, Greg, in the 4th quarter, get the ball with the lead and extend it to a 2-score advantage.
Yeah, I think this just might end up being too much to overcome. You said it. Once you get a 2-score lead this late in the 4th quarter, there's just not enough possessions to be had to claw yourself back in it.
The Cowboys will line up for the 2-point conversion.
They'll try to pick this up with a run. And he will get into the end zone and bump the lead up by 2 more.
Not a real complicated breakdown needed here, Mike. In short yardage situations like that, if you have confidence in both your back and your offensive line, sometimes it's the simplest plays that have the best results.
Jake Moody to kick off.
So, following that touchdown, Moody is back out to kick it off. From his end zone, it's Malik Washington. And he will get touchdown short, shy of the 20-yard line.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Here we go, set!
On the bootleg, it's Smith. Working free downfield, it is Williams. Now inside the 25. And he's going to take this all the way to the house. 81 yards. Touchdown, Miami. Greg, they are pecking away at this one now. Very big touchdown. Gets them right within reach of pulling this comeback off.
Well, Mike, at the very least, they've given themselves a chance. But can they get a stop and get the ball back again for a chance to go down and really make this one interesting?
And now the Cowboys going to take a timeout, and they'll get a chance to catch their breath over on the sideline. And now they'll go with the more popular of late analytics-driven decision. Down 8, going for 2. On the zone read, he'll keep it himself. And he's not going to get in. The decision to go for 2 doesn't pay off. Unable to cut any further into the deficit. So, things a little more interesting now. Back to a one-score game as they kick it away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. From the 35, it's 1st and 10. This is Blue. And he will slosh his way forward on the wet surface for a gain of a yard. So, from the 37, here's 2nd and 8.
Let's go. 19, Tiger, 19.
They'll look to throw. Now screen set up for Blue. This one going to be sniffed out. Blown up in the backfield.
The best defenders can just sense when a screen is coming. They can tell the body language of the offensive lineman's pass set. They can tell on the drop of the quarterback. It just doesn't look right. That's exactly the case here. Great job getting to the back and taking them down for a loss.
Throwing now on 3rd and long. And that is incomplete.
When you get the ball in this situation, what you're looking to do is not only end the drive with a touchdown to put the game away, but you'd love to chew up some clock. So with that incomplete pass now likely putting an end to this series, that's a big opportunity for them to try to close this game out.
The Cowboys get their special teams out on the field as they try to play the field position game here, protecting a 4th quarter lead. On the return, here's Washington. And he's going to be brought down after a short return. And that's where his team will get possession of the football.
Timberwolves. Go.
They'll start on the ground. It's Achan. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
Heck of an effort by this runner, Mike, just to get back to the line of scrimmage. I think most backs around the league, that play would have resulted in a loss, but not this guy. Continued to fight, continued to do everything he could to prevent the loss, but it still stopped for no gain.
Let's go now. Panther 60. Panther 60. Cougar 19.
They will not get this one off. It'll be a delay of game.
Come on, come on. Hit. Not 60 Bison, 60 Bison.
Throwing on second down. Smith. To get this complete, it's Williams over the middle. They'll mark him down up at the 44-yard line. Catch number 7 so far in this one. And a first down.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
Devon Achan. And he will score. Devon Achan. Touchdown, Dolphins. Greg, how often do we say it's a one-possession game? And that's a two-part story. Part one taken care of right there with the touchdown.
All right, Mike, so they go down and they get the all-important touchdown. But only half the time is this truly a one-score game. They need this two-point conversion here to tie it up.
Ready,
Now a
check.
big play here. Dolphins will go for 2. That's a timeout for Dallas. It's their second, and they'll get a chance to catch their breath over on the sideline. Now a big play here. Dolphins will go for 2.
Let's
The
go.
Dolphins are lining up for a
18
two-point
Cardinal,
conversion.
18 Rattler, 18 Rattler.
On the zone read, he'll keep it himself. And he will get into the end zone for 2. And this game is tied.
I know it sounds like I'm being biased, Mike, but I'm really not. Down here this close to the end zone, especially on two-point tries, the size, the length, the athleticism, and matchups these tight ends can create, man, they are a tough handle, and it leads to 2 points.
Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
All even. Fourth quarter, everything we've wanted. What's in store in the remaining time? And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. This is 1st and 10. A run with Blue. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. They get 11 and quick to pick up a first down. So, 2 minutes to play here in the second half. Greg and I back on EA Sports after this. Here's first down.
Here we go, set.
A run with Swift. And that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up second down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up second and 3.
They'll drop to throw. Going left side down the field, and it's complete. And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line. That one good for 29.
Rookie to rookie right there, Mike. I'll tell you what, they've got some really good young pieces on this roster.
So they move inside the 20, first and 10 at the 18. Swift. And he's taken down. That will get them a bit closer. Every yard going to help the field goal kicker right now.
A gain of 4. It's now second and 6.
It is second and 6. Here's Swift. And the defense there to meet him. They'll hold him to 2 and bring up third down. Now Miami going to use the second of their timeouts. It comes with 36 seconds remaining in this fourth quarter. Big play here. Crowd on their feet for third and 4. On play action, he'll set up to throw. Rolling right. And this is a touchdown. They were not going to be denied, and they have taken the lead here in the final minute of play. Some play by the quarterback. He got flushed by the rush, but Greg made the right choice and ends up with a touchdown pass.
The question always is for these quarterbacks, Mike, in this situation, how long does he remain a passer, or then does he just tuck it down and become a runner? I think he does this perfectly, extends the play as long as possible, gives time for his receiver to uncover, and results in a touchdown.
Moody now for the extra point. His kick is good. And the Cowboys will go up by 7. So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. First and 10.
7 puck. Ready. 60 Eagles. 60 Eagles. Mustang 19. Ready.
Now Smith. He'll let this one go long for Williams. And that is incomplete.
So this was an NBA game, Mike. We call that a heat check. He wasn't even open, but you know what? With the success that they've had all game so far, he's just saying, you know what? Everything we do is coming up right. I'm just going to give my guy a shot. And this time the defense had him covered, but expect him to continue to look his way. He's had a monster day.
They'll come up now for second down.
60 Maverick. 60 Maverick. 2. Panther 11. Panther 11. Buffalo 18.
Back to the air, it's Smith. And that could be the dagger. It's intercepted. And the Cowboys are right back in this one.
So this is where an offensive play caller needs to come to the rescue of his quarterback, because this defense, they're onto you. They've got 2 picks. They're starting to pick up on your tendencies. They're shifting guys over to counter them. Now you've got to add some wrinkles. Now you've got to throw them a curveball and try to shift back some of that advantage to your side of the ball.
On the ground, it's Swift. Good running inside the 25. And it's a big run down to the 10-yard line. It's a big play when they needed it the most. And even 30 yards. So it's a win here for the visiting Cowboys. It was a game played in a driving rainstorm, but they would not let the field or the conditions deter them in any way. They're going to come away from here with a well-earned victory.